Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every day, 9 a.m. and Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, the dump, the banks, and everything else, guys. I don't know why I keep saying 9 a.m. I should definitely change the time. You know, it's supposed to be at 9 a.m., you know, but when this kind of stuff happens, when I'm up late, you know, I just can't wake up, you know, way too early. So there is that. So, you know, that's life, guys. That's life. So you take what you get. You know, there's that. Of course, we're gonna talk about the dump that keeps on dumping, the dip that keeps on dipping, the longs that keep on buying, that getting crushed all over again. There is no bottom over here. We are going definitely to zero this time. So, you know, there's that. Of course, we gotta talk about that. There's a lot of, you know, talk about, you know, Ethereum being security or not. There's a lot to talk about banks going bust. Silvergate Bank went bust, capitulated, right? So is this gonna be something that spills over into the you know, regular, you know, banks or not? You know, depends, you know, how this is gonna play out. Also, the tax is increasing in US on the Bitcoin mining. It's increasing on everything else, but it's increasing on Bitcoin mining 30%. Of course, a lot of fun, a lot of fear. But Bitcoin will be mined, if not in US, in China, if not in China, in Russia, if not in Russia, in South America, if not in South America, in South, you know, Africa, if not in South Africa, you know, it's gonna be, you know, mined in North Pole or South Pole or somewhere, you know, it's gonna be mined somewhere, you know, so there is that. Guys, how you doing in the chat? Nolan Petro, what's up? How you doing, man? Bjornat, hey, I don't. The green is gobbling. Yo. The river of blood is upon us. We effed gears. I don't, man. Johnny, prison by the dip. Chongtown isn't red the buying time. Yeah, the red is buying time. And I just watched the video from Ivan on Tech like 5 minutes ago, at least the start of it. And he's buying down at 20k. He's not buying alts, but he's buying, you know, Bitcoin again at 20k. He said at least, you know, whether that's the case or not, you know, there goes that. How's everyone the first day driving Uber? What? Johnny, Mackie D, my man. Prison, bought 4 days ago, was a little too early. Hi all, good luck, Christo, what's up? I knew the weekly overbought levels were up on us, but it's more bloody than I expected. I actually expected it to be this bloody. I mean, we talked about yesterday, if you fall out of the falling wedge, it's gonna be capitulation style of event. We said that yesterday. Unfortunately, we fell out of the falling wedge, which is capitulation style of event, right? Very bloody moves. So you need to know that once you break towards downside in some kind of channel or a wedge or something like that, below the support, very important level of support, you get these kind of moves. My order got filled. Nice call, crypto. Oops, late for work, might as well stay for the stream. Gort, the only bullish thing is the moon. Go short if job numbers above 200k. Yeah, the job numbers. Is the job numbers coming out today? Not just Silvergate, also Silicon Valley Bank. Yeah, Silicon Valley went down like 80% or 50 or something like that. They won't let FUD pass without taking advantage of. Yeah. Dobro jutro, Stanko. How you doing? Preparing to catch a knife for my legendary long, Roshten says. I just entered long on ETH. I'm a little bit scared. I'm gonna tell you that. This is not capitulation. Best case, we ABC, but we still have a lower to go. No, it's not. It's a capitulation type of event. It's not capitulation, but you know, I use the word capitulation. They you know, say that it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be very ugly. It's gonna be big dump. It's a you know, a capitulation style of event, because a lot of people capitulate. Whether that's the real, you know, capitulation of this move or not, you know, depends. But you know, it's a big move towards downside. That's what I was trying to say. Maybe even double bottom. So capitulation style of event. Of course, over here we had some kind of, you know, falling wedge up here. At least what I'm drawing, right? And we said that, you know, there might be a chance to break towards upside. We need to look for, but if this does fall through, you know, towards downside, we might have capitulation style of event, and that's actually what happened. We fell through the bottom floor, and we had capitulation style of event. Now I am scared. I did, you know, suffer. You know, I didn't learn a lesson yesterday, a big lesson again, unfortunately. So you know, there's that. Do not underestimate the strong trends. You know, going against the trend, you need to have very tight stop losses. So Mladen and everybody else who's buying down here, trading down here, not spot buying. I really don't care about spot buying, but you know, who's trading down here, you know, you need to know when to get out. Do not let's say that, you know, just a little bit more down and then it's gonna reverse, because strong trend just break everything towards downside. Now I know what everybody's looking at right now and why everybody's buying and why everybody are looking for some kind of pump over here, and that's because of the RSI right now is sitting at 10 over here towards downside. RSI on the 4-hour is sitting at 10, and this doesn't happen that often. Of course, these kind of events do happen only on huge moves towards downside. But what you're gonna see here, that this move down here, this closed actually at 10 up here. It was a lot lower. This one down here went down at 10, but just because you might continue sideways. So overextend levels, right? Overextend levels towards downside over here. You hit some kind of 10, 12 levels, and then you go a little bit kind of sideways, a little bit like this up here, while the RSI picks up, and then continue towards downside. So just because you have some kind of very low levels on RSI on the 4-hourly time frame, it does not equal that it will recover. I had 2 long trades and saw the block coming, so I got out small loss. Well, you're a lot smarter than me. I gotta tell you that. I got out, but way too late. I don't. It's so bad. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know why I did. Every time I tried to catch reversal, and it started well. I caught reversal. It went up a little bit. I was in profits. Looked nice. I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I should close it up here because it looks kind of weak. But I was like, nah, maybe it's gonna bounce. And it went down to my entry point. I was like, I should probably close it because it does look bad, but it can still go a little bit down and then it go a little bit towards upside. Yeah, so I let it go below my entry, and it was down a couple of percentage, whatever, and I was like, it can still bounce up, and then bounce up a little bit, and I was like, yeah, it's nice. And then it drops even further towards downside immediately, right? And I was like, well, now I'm not gonna sell. I'm just gonna hodl it until liquidation, whatever, right? It's gonna bounce, like RSI is down at 17, oversold levels all over the place. It gotta bounce. It didn't bounce, guys. It didn't bounce. So the lesson, watching some kind of oversold levels, watching some kind of extensions, watching some kind of what are you gonna say? Watching some kind of not levels, but watching some kind of numbers to give you some kind of indication that this is gonna reverse is a very bad thing to do in some kind of strong trends, because it just doesn't do that. So what does reverse the strong trends? Trend change. That's the only thing that reverses a trend. It's a trend change, and we didn't have a trend change. Let me show you up here on the move down here. Where was it? So I entered somewhere up here, give or take 21, 20, 38, something like that. Let's go, let's go a little bit small time frames up here, and because I was watching this, of course, on 1 minute time frame, I could not wait this long. I mean, this is still going towards downside. There is still, the trend is still not broken over here. This very strong downtrend is broke, but this trend is still not broken, right? Until trend starts breaking, and then the next trend starts breaking, this can continue of bleeding towards downside. And over here yesterday, the trend never broke, but we tried, I tried to catch the bottom, right? So you can see up here, there was there was a trend over here, right? And at 20, 30, 133, give or take, where was it? Up here. So somewhere not this one. 1 minute. I was actually watching this on 5-second time frame. Let me see this up here. No, wait. $29.31. Either here or somewhere over here. This is 1 minute time frame. It's probably over here. It's up there. I don't know, 8, 9. I don't know. I bought. No, it was when it was coming to 9 over here. Yeah, so I think it was something like this over here. I bought over here somewhere, right? It went a little bit, you know, in my direction, and it went down. Then it, you know, came up here again towards the upside. I you know, enjoyed the whole move up here, but you know, the trend up here never broke, right? So it was above my, you know, my buy, and then it never got, you know, again above my buy. Then over here, you know, it went, you know, pretty much down and tried to, you know, get up here again or whatever, right? And the trend never broke. This is the thing, guys. The trend never broke. Doesn't matter how low RSI you have. Doesn't matter how low RSI you have. Doesn't matter how overextended you are. If the trend is not broken, you know, the trend can continue towards downside. Not only that, it increased the move towards downside over here. Then it fell down. It started breaking, you know, some kind of sideways trends up here. It went kind of sideways up here again towards downside because the bigger trend up here still in. So, you know, small time, you also got, you know, small time frames trends, you got a bigger time frame trends. So maybe you could say that, yeah, okay, maybe, you know, the 5-minute trend up here got broken eventually, right? Where is the 1-minute trend over here got broken, right? But you know, still the bigger trends up here are still not broken. This, you know, maybe some kind of 5-minute trend over here. But then you look at the bigger time frames, you know, 1-hourly trend is still not broken, guys. 1-hourly trend is still not broken, right? And a 1-hourly trend, you know, you could say it goes something like this up here, right? So yes, we are extended towards downside, and extension might be, you know, but the trend is not broken. And if you are in some kind of strong trend, there is a lot of FUD, the price can just keep on dipping towards downside. So there is that. Let's not talk about my lessons anymore. Let's talk about what's happening in Bitcoin up here. This is the daily time frame. We are hitting the 200 moving average on the daily time frame. Volume went through the roof. Right now we are, you know, tipping that 200 moving average up here on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, we are hitting the 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. So we are at that very, very important level of support. Daily 200 moving average, 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. And if this, you know, closes below, as it right now, it's actually going below even more, 3.7 as we're speaking up here. We are touching that. Might be some kind of, you know, maybe this is a reversal happening right now. You know, but we don't know. The thing is, we don't know. Until this trend over here, at least this trend over here gets broken towards the upside, you are actually just, you know, trying to catch the bottom. You're trying to catch the, you know, reversal point. Catching the reversal points needs to be, you know, looked at as very dangerous game, and stop loss has got to be very, very tight, very, very tight. So catching the reversals up here, you know, because the trend is not broken, the trend is still, you know, towards downside. And when stuff plays towards downside, you can say, oh, it's a bottom. It doesn't have to be a bottom, it can continue going towards downside. So let me show you the 4-hourly over here, the RSI. We just said that, you know, the 4-hourly RSI is down here at, you know, some kind of 10 levels, right? Right now it's at 9. And I got stopped out again. Yeah, like, it is very dangerous game. Very, very dangerous, because the trend is not broken yet. So right now, the, you know, RSI on the 4-hour is at 9.6. And you might think, it's so low, it's gotta go up. No. Daily time frame, we are at, right now, at 27. And you must think, it's so low, it gotta go up. These other levels came down to 20 levels, right? These other levels came down to 20 levels, right? 20. And these are not big dips, right? This is 19 or something like that, right? You can definitely have these kind of levels right now. This is 16 down here, right, on the daily. I mean, you gotta go way back up here to get these kind of levels. But you know, these 30 levels are very, very normal. The 30 levels up here, you'll see up here, you know, on the RSI, they do happen a lot of times. I mean, it's not often, but when they do happen, you know, they can persist for a while. And this is just intraday level. So this intraday level can push all the way down to 9 and bounce right back up today, because we don't have a close on that level. So this intraday RSI level that right now, that's at something like, you know, 26. It can go down to 15 or 10 or whatever. It don't, until the trend is broken, doesn't matter how low you can get. And just by looking at the, although the 4-hourly doesn't seem that it can go down anymore, it just shows the trend is not broken just yet. On the other hand, the daily is at 26. It can fall down a lot more. But look here, guys, on the weekly, we are only at 45. So looking at the weekly level, we are in short-term downtrend. Still, you know, a bigger sideways trend over here, but short-term downtrend. On the weekly time frame, we are at 45. It can still go down to 40 or 30. even down to these levels at 20 something on the weekly time frame. It can do that. Every time you think that these small time frames have changed the direction and go towards the upside, we are at some kind of oversold levels. They just consolidate, and consolidation that doesn't. People think that consolidation has to happen like this over here. You gotta go towards the upside, some kind of bounce. No, in a strong trend, consolidation can go like just sideways over here. And not only that, in a strong trend, consolidation can go towards the downside and continue towards the downside. This is the most dangerous part. You have a consolidation in a downtrend. You have a big move, consolidation, which is often exhaustion pattern towards the upside up here. This is very likely scenario to go towards the upside. Right, this is a big impulsive move down with a exhaustion pattern at downside. This is a very likely move towards upside. Unfortunately, in a strong downtrend, these things consolidate in a downtrend. They consolidate. They put the RSI to go a little bit back, and then they continue going towards the downside. So until the trend is actually broken, until we see something change, we need to be, on the careful side when it comes to trading. Follow the trend, and right now trend is towards the downside. So we are trying to catch the reversals. We are trying to figure out, 200 moving average, 20 weekly moving average, this support, that support, it's gonna hold, it's gonna hold. And as long as, stuff, and, at one point we will be right. Somebody will catch the reversal, somebody will be right about the overextensions, and it will go towards the upside. But until actually that happens, like, we don't actually know. So what do we know over here? Well, right now we do know that we are in a downtrend. Now you can also say we had our disagreement on market structure and stuff like that. The market structure is right now definitely broken by all metrics. The market structure, if there is anything called like that, market structure is definitely broken right now. We are sitting on this 200 moving average, extended from the 10, 20, 50 moving average. The fear is still strong. The market is still in fear. Let's check that out actually. Yeah, I didn't want to actually show you this chart because I didn't want to spread the FUD, but I saw it on Ivan on Tech, and he showed this. These are the banks that are going down. 50% of SEB Bank, Pequec Bank Corp 20%, First Republic Bank 20%, Western Alliance Bank 10%, and a lot of other banks are like 5%. So there are a lot of big banks up here. Bank of Hawaii up here. Bank United, I don't know. JP Morgan Chase and Co is down 8%, 5%. So maybe we are getting into this financial crisis that might actually push us through the downside. But I don't want to talk about this because I don't want to spread FUD. What I wanted to show you was, what did I want to show you? I forgot what I want to show you. Like in 2 seconds I forgot what I wanted to show you. Yeah, what I was talking about, market structure is broken. This goes down. I don't know. I literally want to show you something. I didn't want to show you that. I want to show you something else, but check out the new Christopher Moon today. Ooh, God, thank you, man, for that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, David Lin changed his YouTube. David Lin. He changed. He went from Kitco to yeah, here, David Lin. And I actually subscribed to the channel. It's not subscribed here on this browser, but I am actually subscribed to him. So he started with doing the look here. First video 81k views. First video 81,000 views. Second video 5.1. Third video 9.2. Like Christopher Mullen, I like this guy. I don't like Garrett Solway. I like Christopher Mullen, so I'm gonna check this video later up here. But definitely, sign up for David Lin. He's from Kitco News, and I always thought that Kitco News was David Lin. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But now I'm glad that he has his own channel. We support David Lin. Yeah, we like David Lin. The guy is actually he always looks like he just woke up, and he does ask questions. He's nice. He does give the interview the interview subject a lot of time to answer the question, and follows up with nice answers. So yeah, we support David Lin as the official crypto news channel. So definitely check out. But this guy up here, this is Christopher Mullen. This over here is Christopher, where is it? Let me get a nice picture of Christopher Mullen. Where is Chris? There is Chris. No. There, that's Christopher Mullen. We like this guy. I don't know why, but when this guy speaks, when this guy speaks, I kind of enjoy his, you know, thoughts process and what he talks about. It does seems a little bit, you know, calm and steady, and the way he analyzed the charts and stuff like that. Definitely check out this guy. So I haven't watched the interviews, 30 minutes interview up here. I'll definitely watch it after the channel. Thanks, Gort. I didn't know that. Just like you always look like you just woke up. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like him. So as you can see up here, we are actually breaking the 200 weekly moving average. People are in massive fears right now where the bottom is gonna be at. Now that said, we're gonna put some support lines up here, you know, and support lines might and might not hold. The important thing to note is right now we are no longer looking for a reversal up here. We're just looking for bottom. Now the up here we are looking for reversal. We are looking for something that, you know, we have this falling wedge. You know, that might be something up here bouncing up here. You know, we are looking for something that's gonna give us reversal. But what not right now we are no longer looking for reversal. What right now we are looking for is a support line that's gonna perhaps, hopefully, create some kind of bottom. So what we are looking for right now is the bottom, and looking for the bottom can take a long time, because you go down, you hit the support, you try to hold the support, you try to create some kind of bottoming pattern, you fail that, you go to the next support, you try to hold it there, you see some kind of bullish movement, you try to see some kind of, you know, some kind of change in the sentiment in the market, right? So we are looking for bottom. We're trying to figure out. Right now we are nowhere near that that thing, because unless this on the daily time frame just does some kind of, you know, V-shaped recovery pattern up here towards upside, there is no bottom. V-shaped recoveries can happen, but I'm a little bit unsure whether this is gonna be a V-shaped recovery pattern, because of the, you know, V-shaped recovery pattern goes, you know, don't go like this down. They go a little bit, you know, down like the, you know, in straight line down here, and then, you know, reverse. So this shape over here, that's right now it's doing kind of, you know, curving to the right, is not actually, you know, kind of shape that's actually, you know, V-shaped patterns are actually made of. We can see a V-shaped recovery pattern up here. I think, where is it? So this is a V-shape, almost a V-shaped recovery pattern, but you know, it went, you know, down over here on bigger time frames. Let's see on daily time frame up here. So it kind of went over here, got a big move down, and then, you know, it had the recovery pattern up here. It's a bad, what are you gonna say? It's a bad example. That said, we are breaking 200 moving average down here, to 2-day also below the 50 moving average down here. Weekly right now we are sitting on 20, but, you know, right now breaking a little bit. We still got 2 days to go over here. So, you know, the important levels right now, beside the 200 moving average up here, is the bottom down here, is this bottom down here over here. And beside these 3 levels over here, we got nothing until we get all the way down to 17K. Right, there is some kind of action over here, but, you know, these are the important levels. These are weekly, and the monthly levels up here. Monthly levels up here is the first bottom down here, is the second bottom down here, and the bottom all the way down there. So right now, the way I see it, we got 2 support areas over here. We got this support area over here at the top, and then if we break, you know, 18.8, then we are looking at, you know, this support area, and if that breaks, you know, who knows how far down we can actually get. But right now we are going through the first support area up here, and I would say that let's just remove this level up here. I would say that this is the most right now crucial support area, the 20 moving average. This bottoms down here, this bottoms down here. Will this actually be enough to hold? We are already seeing some kind of overextend level towards downside, but these big moves can actually crash a lot fast, a lot towards downside. So these are just, you know, horizontal support levels. There is definitely you know, reasons to believe that there are some you know, trend lines over here, like this one up here. You might ask yourself, why is this? But it's actually, you know, it is a very nice trend that I've been looking for a long time. So, you know, just by looking at this on the weekly time frame down here, you know, some kind of 14 levels, or down here 13.9 levels. These levels can actually happen, guys. You believe it or not, these levels can actually happen. And a lot of people think that these levels right now can happen because over here, you know, a lot of liquidity has been created on down here. So if you go down to some kind of 14 levels, we are picking up all of this liquidity up here below, right? So, you know, there are people who wants to see, you know, very, very low levels to pick up the liquidity, but whether that's the case or not, you know, we got to check it out. There are other, you know, support lines up here as well. One of these are up here, right? And there is a support line up here that goes something like this, the trend line. So there there is a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of you know, support areas and support levels that can actually hold. But I would say the most important right now is holding this 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. If you start breaking that, you know, we might actually see a bigger dip down here. I'm gonna show you something bullish because we are getting close to that. Getting close to that. But over here, if you see on the daily time frame, we picked up all liquidity that's actually you know, was possible to pick up here at the top. So after the first move at top, the first part of the liquidity got, you know, created down here. And then we went up, then there was liquidity down here, up here. Then we went down, there was liquidity created down here. And then we went up there was liquidity created up here, and then over here, and then the last part up here. So this move up here eliminated all of this liquidity, right? So this move down here, you know, eliminated this over here. Once they cross this, eliminated this liquidity up here. It eliminated everything. This slow moves down, liquidated, you know, all of this, you know, or took all of that liquidity. So there is no more liquidity to get picked up from this move towards the upside. So only people that bought down here right now, and some people that bought, you know, over here at the bottom are still in some kind of profits, right? Most people you know, are right now getting really wrecked, because right now most people, I will assume, because most people cannot buy these bottoms down here. They just failed to buy the bottoms down here. There's a lot of people bought, but you know, it's still a very fearful you know, place to buy. So they like to buy when stuff moves towards upside. So right now you can see up here that right now, you know, only very few people who bought spot are right now in profit, because most people are buying, you know, tops up here. Most people, because people have a very hard time buying the fear. That said, will we go all the way down to pick up the liquidity below us up here? I don't know. And there is of course liquidity up here, but that liquidity got picked up by this move, and this move created liquidity down here. So right now liquidity is over here to get picked up, because a lot of people have support levels, stop losses, liquidation levels down here. So if we do go down over here, there might be a lot of liquidity to pick up. Will we go down there, pick up that liquidity? That depends to be seen. Now, the thing that I'm gonna show you on the long-term charts, weekly time frames, up here, 2014 button, again 2014 button, because it does play like 2040 button. What you're gonna see here is that the move towards the downside up here, the move down came to some kind of 40 levels over here, 40 levels, and continue going towards the upside, right? 40 levels. It did break the trend over here. It did break a little bit the trend, but you know, the bigger trend up here did not get broken up here. So something, let's not draw trends on up here. On the RSI, we went down only to some kind of 40 levels down here on the MACD. Sorry, not the MACD, on the RSI. And this is actually very good, because you want to be above these 40 levels. You want to be above these 40 levels up here to keep some kind of bullishness. Let me just do it like this over here. And I'm going to show you these 40 levels up here. What am I doing? 40 levels. Where are 40 levels up here? Why is that line not working? 40 levels. Yeah, I drew wrong line. So you want to be, you know, in a encapsulation phase down here, or accumulation phase, you are below the 40 levels. So when we started going up here, outside of this accumulation zone up here on the RSI, we went down to the 40 levels, right? Over here, we held, in 2017, we held the 40 levels. We held the 40, you know, we held above the 40 level on the move down, and the capitulation came into these below 40 levels. And then once we moved up above that, we even retested. This was Corona dump, so this is you know, a black swan event up here. But you know, you're holding the 40 levels up here. Even up here, down here, you're holding the weekly 40 levels. And it's only when you dip down here below the 40 levels up here, you get into this zone, you know, accumulation zone. So what we are doing right now, we are just pulling back toward these 40 levels. If we go back below the 40 levels, I would say that's bad. But if the 40 levels is gonna hold, that might actually be very good for us, right? So we are looking for these 40 levels to hold up here on the weekly time frame. That's the only thing. It's not the only thing, but it's one of the things that we are looking that might give us, you know, very nice support. So technically speaking, if you look at this dump right now, yeah. You know, right now we are at some kind of 44 levels, so we got still a little bit more while to go towards downside, some kind of 40 levels down here. The dump doesn't look, you know, finished just yet. Like, we still have a little bit more down to go. If you're gonna hit those 40, you know, the 40 level, towards downside. And as you can see right now, price is at 3.6 and still moving towards downside. So there is a lot of fear, there is a lot of FUD, there is a lot of everything. There's saying that says, you know, buy when everybody's in, you know, fearful, and, you know, be fearful when, be greedy when everybody's fearful, and be fearful when everybody's greedy, right? That is the saying, but you gotta be very, very, very cautious with that thing until the trend is not broken. Again, I reiterate, the trend is not broken. The downtrend over here is not broken, not on the daily time frame, not on the 4-hourly time frame, not on the 1-hourly time frame, not on the 30 minutes time frame. Is still pushing down up here, it looks like it, right? Give or take. I'm not trying to, you know, make any kind of, you know, maybe still downtrend over here, right? Give or take. The trend is still not broken, so you know, the trend is your friend, and until trend actually gets broken and moves towards the upside, it's hard to us to say that, you know, this won't go to more towards the downside. Unfortunately, guys, unfortunately. So again, I reiterate. Jim Cramer was wrong, guys. Jim Cramer was wrong. I reiterate, it's a bull market. I reiterate, we are looking for the bottom. We are looking for the trend break. We are looking for something that's gonna tell us that this dump is over. We are looking for levels that, you know, might hold or not hold. But until that actually happens, we don't know. Guys, longs needs to be very, very careful. Shorts need to be, you know, need to watch for reversal patterns. But longs definitely needs to be a lot more careful, because if it drops down, it drops big time. If it pumps a little bit. I just played my Bitcoin order. If you like Sasha, like the stream. If you hate him, do not like the stream. It's okay. People are here for the news. Sign of double bottom. Bit of decent CPI news and markets could start moving up again. CPI news. Yeah, what's gonna, is today the CPI numbers. CPI forecast, something like that, right? Inflation forecast, average consumer price inflation should be 4.2. When is the next CPI? Jobs. In 2.5 jobs. What is the jobs? Jobs unemployment numbers. CPI is 20. Okay, not Steve Jobs. Forecast, something like that. I always forget the page. I don't have it. It's a trading something, trading economics. This one, I think. Norway. It's not Norway. How do we change this from Norway to USA? That didn't work out. Norway unemployment is also down at 3.1, so you know, there's that. Forecast is 3.4. Only 3.4 in Norway. Unemployment rate. Last 3.1, 3.2. Forecast for April. It's 3.5. It's still previous 3.4. Right now 3. They're still forecasting the same levels, 3.4. But where is the USA? Can we just write USA? This is trading economics. Trading economics US, something like that. There we go. United States unemployment rate right now it's 3.4 January. Where is it? January 3.4. Previous was 3.5, so a little bit down. Consensus is 3.6. It was actually lower. Right now it's previous 3.4. Consensus is still 3.4, 3.4. Everything is 3.4. Well, but it says tomorrow. It's actually tomorrow. It's not today. No, it's actually today. 1:30. The consensus is same. 3.4. It's gonna stay. It's gonna stay at 3.4. So consensus and forecast at 3.4. The unemployment rate is not gonna change this month. You know, today. So there is that. It's gonna stay at 3.4. You have every information on TradingView. I have information of TradingView. Where? I oftentimes, you know, ideas, economics events. Unemployment. Ah, there you go. Why do we go and do crazy stuff, man? Why do we go? I did not even know that. Okay, non farm power forecast 25570 previous. I have absolutely no clue what this means, but you know 3434. But it doesn't say what it is right now. So you know you need to open something more than this. But you know it's nice. It's nice. You look at the wrong thing. Shallow states eternal unemployment charts uses employment at 24. Yeah, they are. There is real unemployment, and there is, you know, the unemployment they give everybody else, right? So unemployment they give to us is like it's 3.4, but you know the real unemployment is a lot higher. We know that. Trading view calendar. Where is the trading view calendar? I don't know. Sorry about that. News. Calendar. Oh, here. Unemployment rate in Canada, unemployment in March. Okay, I see it. I see it. Nah, it's okay. I like this one up here. I like this one because over here you can you know you can see longer you know how 5 years. It's you know you can get more data. You can also see other stuff that might be important. You know, so I like this. I like this. You know, I'm old man. Let me do old man stuff, right? There's that. Bitcoin's down at 3.5. Altcoins are still bleeding. There is no end to the altcoin bleed. The one we get from official sources, the market response to others don't market. The good news is 344 or up, or 3.4 or down. I think 3.4 and is you know up. I think you know 4.5 is down. FTM making move. It's not. I heard something about that Hobart got wrecked. It's not, didn't get wrecked that hard. Glimmer is down 11% up here. Let's see. Yeah, let's open the crypto bubbles. We need to check the crypto bubbles. And everything is down. Is something down more? Mina is down by 31. Let's see on the daily time frame up here. What's most? Dash is down. HT. This is Hobby is down 21%. AG is down 21%. 13%. Everything is down big time. Let's see hourly. Last hourly. Kava, you know, it's nothing. Egg is still going down. Wow, this is the AI. It went 10x or 15x or something like that. Of course, it's gonna go down. Egg. It's actually from the top to the bottom is down like 50%. But you gotta know that this thing went to 12x, right? It went 12x towards the upside, and right now it's pulling down only 50%, right? So you know it is normal. It is normal move after a 12x without being in a bull market, right? Kava is looking good. Nah, it's up 2%, stuff like that. We're not gonna check out the altcoins and stuff like that. There is Ethereum FUD as well on the way. Ethereum FUD is about Ethereum being a security. Right now there is a lawsuit against, I think, KuCoin or something like that. And they are saying that, you know, for some reason that Ethereum is security. But I also read somewhere else that said that Ethereum is not security and stuff like that. But yeah, today or yesterday or something like that. Anyways, guys, anything being said right now in this space needs to be taken with a grain of salt. People will be, you know, there is definitely real news coming out about real, you know, real world events that are actually happening. But people will use this kind of fear to, you know, post FUD, to post any kind of bad news to push the price even lower towards downside. This is just how it happens. It's just how it happens. Be careful with your trading. Spot buys. I heard Ivonotech is buying more spot at 20k when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum or whatnot, right? So there is that. Guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna see you later today maybe if something, you know, exciting happens. But right now, you know, we are looking for a button. If the button comes, I might post on Twitter. Who knows? Inverse and shoulder printing on daily. I don't see inverse and shoulders, man. You probably think, you know, this is a, you know, a head and shoulders or something like that. Nah. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go and take 5 minutes break. Today I dropped to 16k. See you later. Why so fast, Huffy? Why so fast? Like, we can wait a little bit. There is no rush to get to 16k. It doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be today. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button on the way out, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.